Welcome back to WCS America Challenger and to game number 3 between Puck and Ian. Right now Puck leads 2-0. Ian was getting a little bit of hype. We were translating some of the research and talk of players that have run into him on the ladder. And some of them were saying that he's a sure win here against Puck, but man, Puck is looking like he hit the next level. Spending some time in that hyperbolic time chamber. He's ready to bring the A game and finds himself up 2-0, 3 match points to see if he can make it back into the Premier League. And I got to say, this looks like the best Puck we've ever seen, Kev.
Well, I kind of feel that Puck has always been improving, even though every now and then he says like, I've been kind of in a slump, haven't really been posting the results that I would like to or that I expect from myself. But I feel if you look at the last 18 months, Puck has just been constantly improving. He's getting better and better and better. Last year he was already the type of Protoss that you expected in WCS, and I think he made it to Premier League at least once or twice. And this season I expect quite a bit of him, but I think that Puck is a player that can make very deep runs, especially even against some Koreans. If he plays on the North American server where he has that small latency advantage, I can see him do very well. But let's not count out Ian yet. Ian has sort of been caught off guard. Perhaps he's not experienced of playing against a player like Puck. Puck has kind of a unique style, at least in some ways. So it's not over yet. Maybe if Ian can get some momentum going for him, we can still see an epic series. But so far, it has Puck written all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. Puck mixing it up a little bit this time. Going to go Gateway first. And you know, this is a man of many builds.
Yeah, Poland can be a pretty hard map for Protoss. So, you know, if there was a way for Ian back in this, I'd say, you know, start doing some good stuff on Poland. I'm a little surprised that he picked Habitation Station as second map. He must know something I don't know.
Some observers like the access to that gold base. But we didn't see him try to take it, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is a great Mudo map because of all the airspace, but still. Either way, we will see. It's going to be 3 hatch before gas opening for Ian, which is a little surprising, man, considering the fact that he was playing against the Gateway first.
Yeah, maybe he was kind of cruise controlling it. Could be a bit of a questionable call.
A little bit of autopilot mode there, because normally, be like, well, Puck, you might be able to do something crazy with this.
Wings just running back and forth. Trying to see what they can see, but they'll get chased out by this mothership core before too long. And then what? Here's the real question. Ian right now just hammering out as many drones as he possibly can. I am very eager to see what Puck's tech of choice is going to be. Looks like 2 more gates are going to go down. This has been the go-to build for Protoss in this matchup on this map.
Yeah, which is something that maybe perhaps I should start doing myself as well, because I'm struggling quite a bit on this map. I think I even vetoed it recently.
We saw Alicia do it, we saw Arthur do it, and now we're seeing Puck do it too.
And it is a good map to hide probes around. I think this is still a map where every now and then you can get away with hiding a probe here or there, because it's hard to scout every single little corner as a Zerg player, especially with slow links. Stargate going down as well, so we're gonna see a different style of Puck here. Interesting, it's fun.
Yeah. Tons of possibilities exist off of this. Of course, there's the Naniwa Void Ray styles. There's the Oracle styles, and there's the Phoenix styles. I think it's probably just going to be a single Oracle and 2 Phoenixes, but you never really know.
I think it might be straight up Phoenixes. I think he's going to have a hard time making the Oracle investment worth it. But who am I? I could be completely wrong.
There are a lot of queens out already, 4 queens on the map.
Overlords are kind of in this crazy position, because then for some reason he has not scouted this Oracle yet, so he has absolutely no idea. We can see that Ian, you know, one of the things that Protoss definitely has going for themselves in this matchup is if you're able to surprise your opponent once, Zerg can get kind of paranoid, and we saw that yesterday with Violet. We were just over the top, Violet building a wall with spines and then, you know, being surprised in his main base. And we can definitely see that in this game as well. Ian already throwing down a few spines, getting a Roach Warren right now, doing all these things over relatively like kind of low economy. Even though he still took 3 hatches before gas, but I definitely think he's very worried. I think Puck has been sort of getting into his head. And now an Evo chamber is going down.
You know, Puck hasn't really done anything with his gateway opening and put no pressure on Ian, and Ian is just powering right into the mid game. He's done a great job droning up. He's at 44 drones right now.
He doesn't know about this Stargate yet. It could also still be a Stargate into a big gateway on something that Maxed likes to do. 3 more gateways going down, man. I really think that these Phoenixes might have been like a big fake. Maybe he only makes like 2-3 Phoenixes and then he's just going to go for a big gateway all in. Because it's very hard to keep track of what's going on the map if there are Phoenixes picking away at your Overlords.
It's starting to look like what Puck might have in store for us, and I think it's a very smart choice. Laying in the middle of the map is going to be able to take control of Zelnaga Tower, but I do not think...
It's the wrong one.
Yeah, there was another one on the other tower, but the mothership core was there to kill it. I do not think he saw the army.
He's making a few roaches. He's a little worried. He's even throwing down sports now as well. I think Ian is very worried. But he's playing it safe, and he's making 16 links as well. It's almost like he's expecting it.
And Puck drops at third base, so Puck's actually either faking the third, which I highly doubt, because there's nothing there to see it, or
the only one he's fooling. Take a look at this work count, 47. Or maybe he just wants to put on gateway pressure, see what he can do.
And he can always recall out.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, he recalls out. That's some next level play once more again. Of course, that was kind of the intention with the mothership core all along, but still, often it's hard to still defend that follow-up push if you invest in this. He's making a void ray now already, so this is a real third base, because that void ray is there to keep him safe. I think right now he was just hoping if he sees nothing, then he warps in more units, because he's definitely been dropping quite a few pylons all around the map.
Now it's going to be, wow, Ian is on top of it too, immediately returns to droning. And I think this is going to work out okay for our Zerg player. He scouts the third base. He's going to be able to really supercharge that economy. He's getting his layer as well. So we're going to very quickly have a Zerg that's probably on 70 drones or so.
When I watch these kind of games, I always just feel there's so much going on while there's so little going on actually, but at the same time so much is happening. And all these small little timings that are like nearly invisible, but actually all make perfect sense. Both players just doing the right things, building units at the right times and stuff. It's really impressive.
It's pretty mind-blowing seeing how far the game has come, how far players' understanding of the game has come. Really depressing realizing how little I've progressed.
Couldn't have said it any better myself, man.
But we see second Stargate going down right now for Puck, so he's going to continue powering out Void Rays.
1-1 is ready for all these links, and that's definitely nice. +2 armor being fired up immediately as well. So this is the first time, Ben, that we're going to see what Ian is truly made of. I feel that, yes, he got slowed down a little bit, but it wasn't over the top. Overall, he's just very safe, he's very secure. He has 43 free supply, but he just made 4 overlords. Making a lot of links right now. Today we did learn that Ian hates being supply blocked.
Also getting his infestation pit, so it looks like he might be thinking about a quick hive and maybe some ultralisks, which is a fun, cool style. We saw some of that earlier today from, not from Courage.
Was it? It was the it was the IA on Frost against Arthur. If you love Ultras, you should watch that game.
It was a very cool game. IA looked great, and then he got Arthured.
He really did get Arthur. Double Void Ray production is rolling out for Puck. Now we all know Void Rays can be really good against Ultras. They can also be very bad against Infestors. Energy Glances are on the way, and they can also be very bad against Queens.
I feel like this fourth base is a little bit late for our Zerg player. He's made a few too many units, in my opinion.
But he does have a lot of drones, so by the time that it's up, it's going to be saturated immediately, and then I still don't mind it that bad. Or do you mean gas-wise? It's just going to be
gas-wise. It's going to be tough for him to transition smoothly. As we see him make 4 Infestors, that's going to burn up all of his gas. Maybe it'd be cool to see him take a quick 5th, but either way, this is what it is. Puck's going to go ahead and start taking a little bit of map control as his army is growing to a respectable size.
Yep, some serious damage in his army. And there's also very little NTR out on the map. Is there a Spore Crawler over here? No, it's just Queens, man.
Queens are good, though.
Yeah, Queens are very good. You don't have to tell me, man. I curse out Queens every single day when I play.
It looks like Ian's thinking about a little Zergling run-by action.
And those links are very well upgraded, so they will bite through a Zealot like this in no time. At the same time, Puck is engaging this fourth base. Fungals are not ready.
There are no Infestors.
Good force fields as well, but a couple of these Queens might go down immediately. Transfusions are very good so far. That's still good.
Energy for transfuse. One Fungal did get thrown down, but Puck doesn't really care. He's just going to eat it. As the Zealots and the Void Rays are going to press right forward. And did Puck just hit the perfect timing or what, man? The army of this Zerg player is absolutely melting. Only 28 lings on the production tab. That is not going to be enough to contend with what Puck's throwing at it. Meanwhile, this counterattack.
These links are strong, though, man. These links are very strong. They have far superior upgrades. I think they have 2-2. 2-2 against this +1. No, a good fungal lands. At the same time, links in the natural are just working on buildings, not on broke. I think that Ian can hold here.
It's going to be very close. More Queens coming down. If the Queens can deal with the Void Rays, he will absolutely hold. Mothership Core is going to go down as well. And finally,
here come the reinforcements.
Puck is going to get pressed back to his pylon.
Where are the anti-air at, man? We have 4 infested Terrans and just 4 Queens. This base, I think, is dead in the water.
But that said, the natural expansion of Puck has just been ravaged. He's lost 22 workers.
Really? Does probes kill everything? Same time, queen's still working. Everything on the ground is dying. I actually think that these queens are gonna be the final.
Void Rays are gonna go down, and Ian has done it. A successful
so
defense. Very.
How many kills did these probes have? Those 2 probes killed everything. How does that happen?
It's 3 links.
Yeah, those 3 links. They killed the gate, almost killed the Stargate, and then killed 20 workers.
22.
With 3 links.
Pretty damn successful Zerglings. Well done, Ian, managing to deal with the attack. And
It's going to be able to pick up this Stargate as well. That was so close, but as you said before the fight started, man, queens are good. And I agree.
Yep. As we see Ian finally, for the first time in this series, able to take a little bit of the initiative away from Puck. He's going to start running into the 3rd base as well, a single cannon. He's going to try and do something about these Zerglings, which is going to sit on hold position. Puck is going to be forced to retreat, perhaps all the way over to his natural.
This is going to be very tough for Puck. Right now he's fading an economic...
There's no coming back from this, bro. 4 ultras.
An economic uphill battle, being down in upgrades as well.
This is like the happiest feeling a Zerg can have. All the orange upgrades. Chitinous plating, 3-3, adrenal glands. Even going to throw in roach speed because, hey, why not? Red is kind of orange.
This is a little orange in it. It's a little similar in some ways. But yes, those are beautiful upgrades if you have a Zerg heart.
Beats for Zerg, homie.
I prefer blue.
Shame on you.
Rhymes. More drones on the production tab as Ian right now just feels he can do whatever he likes.
Look at the march of Ian. It's a very slow march. His queens are leading the charge, but they're going to be followed up by Zerglings, Ultras, Infestors, and even, yes, some Roaches. And Puck just does not have the kind of forces he's going to need to contend with it. These Templar are only going to tickle the Ultras with their Storms, and actually Storm's not even ready yet. So
it's far from reality. There won't be any photon overcharge either. There might be a time warp, but there's a lot of HP in his army, man. There's a lot of transfuse. The Ultras are a little ahead of the party. Void Rays start working on the Queens, but that's a fight that they don't really win either. Especially not when there's only one Infested Man, but it lands the money fungal on top of all those Void Rays.
And Ian's got some fight left in him yet, Kev. Takes game number 3